Alrighty. So just to show everybody the mapping that we're going to be starting the run with, we're going to be switching it about a third of the way through. But to start with, we have right stick click mapped to this left Joy-Con's stick click. We're not going to be using the right Joy-Con at all. It just needs to be connected so that Metroid Dread will run at all. It won't let you run with a single Joy-Con unless it thinks you're using both Joy-Cons. So yeah, right stick click is on the left stick click. That's so that we can use Phantom Cloak. We're not going to need Speed Booster at the beginning. We have SL set to R. That lets us use Missile. SR is set to Home because we're going to need to switch controls halfway through, so we need a Home button. And we don't need a ZR button because we don't get Grapple until later in the game. We have minus set to Vanilla and Share set to Plus. And this is the whole reason why we run with left Joy-Con. If we run with the right Joy-Con, you can't remap the Home button. You can remap the Share button, though. So that'll let us skip cutscenes. The D-pad buttons are just A, B, X, Y, pretty self-explanatory, and then everything else is vanilla. So let us just get into it. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. So, also, whoa. Hold on a second. Let me just, boom. Okay. We're all good. Crisis averted. So, the, you'll notice that I have Worst and PB as my two, comparisons. So, I don't really have, like, a real PB in this category, because it's not a real category, obviously, so I'm just comparing against my worst of my normal attempts in this category. And then my PB, those are just, like, theory comparison splits for a 138.40, which is the attempt that I did earlier in the day. There's not really, like... I had put a lot less thought into the earlier run, where I basically had two settings. One where I had every button that you actually use in-game, and then another one where you have plus and minus. But I realized that because you never actually need every button at the same time, because by the time you... Hold on, let me just get this real quick. Okay, there we go. By the time you have the Phantom Cloak, or you're not really using the Phantom Cloak when you have Speed Booster, so we can just like swap that item out and then keep plus and minus on the controller at all times. Okay, so we got a pretty good pseudo wave. We're going to be going for the charge first route. Just because the Corpius route is pretty difficult just in the best of times, so I really just don't want to mess with that with single Joy-Con. So we're going to be going old school NMG and getting charge first. We're still going to get Phantom Cloak before Magnet, so we're just going to be saving a little bit of time regardless. I'm aware that there is a new bit of research on how to get a consistent counter against the Magnet Emmy, but I have not practiced it yet, so there's another little bit of... That's just me being a coward, really. I could just bet on the reaction time. However, I have been awake for a while, so I don't really trust my reaction time to be super fresh. So, one of the more interesting nuances of this control scheme is that missiles are kind of a when you need them item. They're not really very easy to use at any time. Like, I thought that guy was going to jump forward and, like, clip me as I was jumping over him. That was going to be really annoying as that happened. But yeah, because missile is set to a side button, it's kind of awkward to get to. You might think, like, okay, well, why don't you just put it on something else? And maybe in theory that is a good idea. but you kind of need all of your buttons, weirdly. I would say weirdly, but, you know, they planned you to not use this kind of controller. This is a very niche use case. But yeah, it's like, you need melee, you need run and jump, you need dash. And then, flash. So, like, those are all... I guess I could have flash at the beginning section for missile, but... I don't know, time save for next round, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna try this. Okay, we got it. I went for the actual water platform last time. I don't even know if that actually saved time, because that was, like, third try. But... It's also fairly difficult to get optimal movement everywhere because, again, like, the buttons are kind of crushed together in a weird way. And you might also be wondering why I'm choosing to hold it vertically instead of horizontally. So the problem with playing with the horizontal Joy-Con is that even though there's an option in the settings to rotate the orientation of the analog stick, it only rotates counterclockwise. Because its actual intended use case is not to do this kind of thing. It's to play games that would normally be played with a sideways Joy-Con with a vertical Joy-Con. So that if you have some sort of disability, you can still play. I just noticed I did not split on Charge Beam. I will skip that when I get the chance. But yeah, so if you wanted to try and play using that orientation swap with the system settings, then what you would end up doing is... playing with the Joy-Con upside down. So like instead of the SL and SR buttons being at the top, they would be at the bottom and you have to press them with your pinkies. Where am I going? Oh my god. Glitchless mind, glitchless brain rot. Alright, so we would really like headlock here. 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm willing to actually wait it out for headlock because this fight becomes very, very obnoxious. Okay. So we should have headlock. We do. And we should just be able to mash our way to the end now. Brilliant. Okay. Looking like this is a pretty fat time save. I just realized that with the number of splits I'm actually showing right now, you can't actually see the delta, so I will fix that when I get to a loading screen. How do I... Wait. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, that's what it was. Yeah. Right, stick click. Because I was like, oh, I'll make it so that I can kind of do what I normally do. I just got the cloak. Oh my god. It's been a while since I've, like, legitimately run NMG, if you can't tell. I was like, oh wait, hold on now. We don't need to go to the noob room. But yeah, so when we change control schemes, we're going to be putting speed on the stick click instead, which is where it would normally be. And we're just going to not be playing without cloak, which is a little bit scary because there are still times in the game where you would want to use cloak. However, the amount of time that it takes to go in and out of the menu to swap out for the different control schemes, if you want to actually use all of your abilities all of the time and then just like swap it out for skipping cutscenes or whatever, it's just far too long. It's longer than most of the cutscenes that you would want to skip, so this is, you know, we're kind of just gonna live with the inconvenience. Another little fun fact is that, again, because of the positioning of missiles, Charlie's, which is like a charge shot instantly followed by a missile, is extremely difficult. And that might be the best case for mapping, like, melee or something to the side buttons, and then putting missile on a face button, if there ever was one. I just realized I did not... Let me just, okay. That was quite a conundrum. So that was just like a regular misplay, funnily. Like, that had nothing to do with anything, except for the fact that I just didn't pay attention to my missile count, which... I went for Corp first, I should have known. I'm gonna go ahead and take the, like, 2021 route, quick kill for the white Emmy, just because, again, it's really, really scary. It's kinda funky keeping your charge shot where you want it to be. So that actually ended up working out pretty well, but it could have gone real much worse, basically. Let me go to edit layout, splits. And then I will finish fixing that when we get to the elevator. I'm going to go for elevator deboost. I got it in the run from earlier today, the 138. It didn't seem like it was actually that much harder, as long as you, like, had your fingers prepped in the right areas first. Okay, whatever. Honestly, for a large parts of the game, I kind of forget that I'm playing with a weird control scheme. Okay, so we have plenty of missiles, plenty of health. Let's just give it a go. No, okay, failed it. I kind of figured it was dead when I hit the crab, but thought I'd still give it a shot. It's okay, I'll get the redemption when I get the 5 up a boost. So, alrighty. Oh wait, I have to split on Cataris. Show 4 splits, and then that fucks everything up, so let's just move that up. You know the category. It's fine. Damn, I'm good at this. Alright, perfect. Good enough. So we're like, you know, a good minute ahead of pace for PB. We're going to be saving less time as it goes on, I think, because a lot of this time save came from just using a bad route at the early game. Because I actually did go through the glitchless version of Artaria instead of doing the charge cloak magnet. I did charge magnet cloak, which is like... I did the pseudos to get there, but then in the end, it's like, I took the vanilla route. Also, we are going to be doing Atom Skip, in case you were worried. Sick dodge. But yeah, I feel like aim, maybe, as L, is also negotiable. Because, like, okay, so ZL, I obviously want that, because, like, slides are so important off ledges. Got the 5 up a boost. But yeah, like, slides off of ledges are so important. Like, you save, like, tens of minutes doing that. That's probably an exaggeration, but you save a lot of time. And then, you know, you also have all the Z... I'm not going to go for the Hell Run, by the way. You also save all the time from, like, morphing into a tunnel out of the jump or whatever. So, like, ZL is obviously non-negotiable. I need to have easy access to ZL. But L is like, okay, that's aim. That's, like, pretty important, but, like, I don't know. People run UR without having access to aim. Or at least they used to when they, like, had Ice Steel. Omega Steel from Ice. Why am I still holding a charge? Okay. So this section is, like, not really anything too special. Something I learned recently from Arcanox is apparently on every difficulty that's not normal, you get the hard mode spawns, which is nice because that means that you don't have to deal with a few select spawns, which are very troublesome, especially in glitchless and NMG. Also, if you're curious, the reason why this is NMG instead of glitchless or unrestricted is, okay, I missed the S-shot in my previous run. Alright, redirecting lava, and now it's the big equalizer. I actually got it like third try last time, so I'm a little nervous that I'm actually going to be losing time on this split. Oh, whoop. The downside of having cloak on your movement button. Okay. No, that was very not it. Very not it. That might have been it, but I kind of pulled away too soon. That was almost it. And that's it, yeah. Okay, perfect. I was like, hold on, wait, hold on, wait. My fingers were like all tangled up and I didn't know where my... Like, wait, what's my grip? But I don't play like this. That was also not the movement there. Alright, let's just keep our head in the game. So that was like 5th try Atom Skip or something. Like, bad, quote unquote, bad, but like, you know, whatever. Whew. Trying to think like what the other big points were. I definitely thought that I could go without grapple a few times. That was actually the big like thing. I waited there for a second just so he could like move forward and I wouldn't have to worry about clipping his butt. Okay, so I got both Ascents, pretty good. I think of like the Artaria D boost and that ascent up that little hill as like, you know, kind of like sister tricks, you know? So if I don't get one, I'm happy I got the other. And of course 5 up a boost is the brother there. I'm also going to be getting a little more E-tanks and missiles than I would normally. Normally because I run turbo, so you just fundamentally need less missiles with turbo. But more importantly, on single Joy-Con, it's a little more difficult to do damage consistently. Like I said, you can't really do Charlies very easily. And in addition, we also don't have as good of movement as we would normally because, I mean, you know, look at the controller we're using. So, because of that, we're also going to be taking more damage probably, and battles are going to last longer. So, you know, many compounding factors. I feel like I also don't really need to see one upcoming split, if I'm being honest. I'd rather just, like, see the trajectory of the run, you know? Alright, anyway. I'm also not going to be using much cloak jumps. You may have noticed I'm just kind of doing, like... Oh, well, I accidentally did one there. Never mind. The, the danger of having cloak on your running analog stick click. Oh, another thing there. So I'm going to be using more counters than would normally be advisable because, again, missiles are a little awkward to use. That was a weird jump. Oh my god, this is so much darker than I expected. I feel like I say that every time I do a run in the day. I just get to this part and I'm like, dude, why the fuck is it so dark? Because I'm usually a fucking owl. And I play at like 10 p.m. at the earliest. So I set my brightness settings based on it being dark as fuck. As opposed to right now where there's a solar flare behind me. Okay, you know, 2 minutes up is pretty good. The goal time was really just like low 130s, so... Holy fuck, that's like an actual, real shit. Like, this is my actual split files. Okay. I am excited to get the weapons I crave. Which is to say, I'm excited to get the weapons which will allow me to no longer need Phantom Cloak. So that I can stop having Phantom Cloak. It's funny, I almost thought about putting home on the stick click, because I was like, you know, as awkward as SR is to reach with this layout, like, stick click, I hate stick clicks. I heard somebody once describe stick clicks as like playing, or it was like moving around a race car toy with chopsticks, and like, I don't know, like that just resonated with me so much. Like, fuck yeah, dude. I hate stick clicks. Just bring back 6-button controllers, honestly. That would also really help with this challenge. I guess this is kind of a 6-button controller because it's got the SLSR. Although really, it's a 4 shoulder button controller, not a 6 face button controller. How the fuck did that hit the top and the bottom specifically? Like, I'm fine with it not hitting more than 1, but when it hits specifically 2 and they're not even next to each other, it's like, what the fuck are we even doing? Okay. I have the missiles. I also don't have much mashing speed in this control scheme. I'm typically pretty decent at mashing. I can get about 17 hertz at maximum. However, the mashing techniques that I use are all kind of dependent on the controller having a fair bit of heft, so that you can kind of like rock it back and forth and its momentum will carry it into your fingertips. And the Joy-Con is like a fucking ounce. So that doesn't really work. I know there's like a way where you just kind of like rock it back and forth like this and you get a single button press pretty quickly. I've never really practiced that. I also have a method where I like rub my fingernails over it, but I just did my nails, so I don't want to mess up the nail polish. I realize that's like the girliest thing I've ever fucking said in public life, but it be what it is. Okay, didn't get the DNF missile. I got an earlier DNF missile, but it's usually one that's so easy to avoid we don't even talk about it as a DNF missile, which is funny. Alrighty. I'm gonna get, again, these missiles. I'm not gonna get the lava missiles coming up. I don't think I'll need them. I got the Kraid single wall jump last run. I'm gonna go for it again, but you know, we'll see how that goes. So I'm trying to think, like, when are we gonna be swapping over on the control scheme? I'm gonna need grapple. I don't have grapple at all, so yeah. I guess it's when I get grapple. And I don't. The yellow spawn where we would normally use Phantom Cloak is not gonna be a problem because that's one of the hard mode spawns, which because we're playing on a non-normal difficulty, will be not appearing. So there you go. Or at least that's the theory. I know that Arcanox has said things about the Emmy spawns, which are true in the code, but seem to not play out in reality sometimes. And by that I mean, I think I vaguely remember that happening once. I might even be making that shit up. I thought okay, I looked away and then I like wasn't activating the switch and I was like, did I not get on it? What the fuck? I even took an extra step forward. Ooh, that was a funky little get into the hole. Got the good morph. Eh. So I just realized my other Joy-Con is like right by the microphone. Okay, no, I think this might be like a fucked split file or something. There's no way that was a gold. Like, I know I haven't run NMG in a while, but come on. Kind of sad we're not going to get to see any red splits at any point in this run, because I recently redid all the colors on my split files. I kept the, like, good color as green, just because, like, you know, green means go, like, you're getting the gas, you know, it feels fitting, but, I don't know, the red splits always just make me feel sad, and I was like, I don't want to feel sad when I'm losing time, because, like, I don't really care that much about PBing every single time I do a run. I just kind of want to, like, get a decent time, you know? So I changed it to a color that I think is, like, more, like, you know, at least you're still having fun, like, that kind of energy. But I don't think we're going to be seeing it this run, considering we are currently 4 minutes ahead with more cutscenes to skip. So I have 219 health. Yeah, we'll be fine. Ooh, okay, that was also really bad. Did the charge shots do anything there? Oh my goodness. Alright, here comes the big green time waster. Yeah, I'm just kind of using, like, normal charge shots. Okay, we got it. I would really like to not fall off, because that would be really embarrassing after that first try. Like, I feel like such a big dick gamer right now. That was such a big fucking punch, bro! What the fuck? Okay, I don't have the mojo. Or do I? No, I've always had the mojo. It was always within me. I could have just done a couple more charge shots. I didn't even need to fucking climb. Well, that's why we call him the Big Green Time Waster, I guess. And I'm still saving time, because I was able to skip the cutscenes, like, quickly. I didn't need to move out of the menu or anything. I think it would be good... Oh, whoops. I think it would be good to change the controls now, but I will do it during the load screen for superstitious reasons. Because I don't think the game actually does any loading work while you're in the home menu. Like, I've stuck around in the home menu and still, like, had to wait a pretty long time. I might be wrong. I would like to be wrong. But, yeah. We're not going to be passing any cloak doors. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it now. I'm going to go to System Settings, go to Controller and Sensors, change button mapping, load a preset, JC2, that's Joy-Con 2, not anything else. And then we actually do need to hard navigate back because we have gotten rid of the home button entirely. We are locked into this control scheme. We now have no access to Phantom Cloak. But in exchange, we have access to Grapple, and we now have access to Speed Booster. And I say access to, but obviously we need to get those items. But we're not going to need Phantom Cloak between now and then. Or may Ravenbeak strike me down. Get down there. And yes, we are getting early grapple. It's actually not particularly difficult, even on single Joy-Con. That was a little sus. I kind of thought I was not going to grab the ledge there, but... The ledge grab is pretty lenient in this game. I gotta be honest, it feels a little scary not having the home button on this Joy-Con. Like, I could press the red Joy-Con to do it, but, like... I could have also just set, like, plus and minus to red Joy-Con, and then, like, every single time a cutscene comes up, just lean over and do that. But, like, that's not single Joy-Con. I feel like the hard limitations of just using a single Joy-Con is a part of the challenge. So, to me, it's like, no, you absolutely cannot register any inputs at all on the opposite Joy-Con. That's my opinion. I tried so hard to just fucking trick shot that. Okay, we're not losing time. We're not really saving that much time either, but could be worse. I split super early there. Oh well. So yeah, the grapple is even more awkward to use than the missiles, though I think that's a correct hierarchy to have because the grapple beam is not particularly useful in battle, but the missiles are obviously like one of your main weapons in battle. So having relatively time-sensitive missiles is more important than having a time-sensitive grapple. This does complicate one ascent, or two ascents that I can think of off the top of my head. One is going to be in Barenia much later. Actually, not even that much later, really. But, you know, in a bit. In, like, however many minutes. But I'm probably just going to end up killing the enemies that are, like, shooting at you in that area. Because the 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock method is a little, you know, a little execution heavy, and I don't have access to Phantom Cloak for the pussy method that I usually do, so them's the breaks. It would also have been kind of awkward to do that. Oh, wow, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Whew! Okay, that spawn that apparently doesn't exist just happened. Unless I was wrong about that being one of the spawns. Might be like rates, actually, now that I think about it. Oop. Trying to be... Oh, okay, that's just a normal execution mistake. I was trying to be so fast and clever with that grapple. Unfortunately, bombs are not super useful in this category. It's cool because, like, bomb jumps, theoretically, are actually pretty useful when, you know, you can't really do very complicated executions. Like, a single button technique could be really cool, but the route doesn't really have much call for it. We're going to be using it for backdoor flash shift, but that's about the extent of how I am going to be making use of bombs personally. Whoops, forgot to split. Well, the fact that I split really early on grapple and I split really late on bombs and I'm still saving time is, you know, good. What the fuck was that? Crab walk, axe kick. New meta. Okay, so gonna try and hole in one here. It's again, you know, a technique that doesn't really require complex inputs. It just requires a timing on the analog stick. So in theory, I should be just as capable of getting hole in one here as I would in any other context. I almost did. Okay. I was almost good. I tried to do the, like, get up, charge beam, shot, running melee. That usually kills it. I usually mix in a missile there when I'm playing with, you know, a regular controller, though, so who knows. So, flash shift. I don't have my metronome. I just realized I've been using a metronome recently. Everybody's been... I remember back in the day, everybody used to use a metronome for flash shift, backdoor flash shift, and I thought it was, like, a scam. I was like, it's not that hard. And then I kept getting, like, third try. But it's fine. Get in there, please. And I can't do Phantom Cloak, so we're just gonna have to eat this damage. This challenge would be a little bit different on Dread mode, I guess. And by different, I mean more fuck-ass, honestly. I thought I was gonna get the morph boost there. Excuse me. Alright, so like I said, you know, the metronome is not a scam. I don't think I need that E-tank of all E-tanks. Like, that one's really slow and really annoying to get. Oh, it is. it's a mess. Also, hi, Martin. Oh, get up there, please. I also did not think that was gonna work. But yeah. How you doing? I would say I'm doing pretty good. Just gonna move my Joy-Con like entirely out of the desk area because I keep hearing it vibrate. I should just turn vibration off. That's an option in game, but it would cost me several seconds. Decisions. Alright. I feel like taking damage there is actually faster. I have no measurements to back that up. I just feel it in my bones that it's actually not that bad to take a hit there. Get up there, Samus! Come on! Hello? Okay. Samus? Just, yeah. Let's just do it. Let's just play it simple. Come on. Oh, frig. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Alright, so this fight is actually less annoying than on my normal controller because the Joy-Con, despite having very low or like a very high fragility, like it breaks very easily, it actually, when it's fresh, which this Joy-Con is relatively fresh, I got it replaced from Nintendo customer service like just a couple months ago, and don't use it very much. It has very good circularity. It hits its angles very, very well. So actually, this is a slight improvement. The Ice Emmy and Speed Emmy hitting those slight angles when they're crawling on the walls, genuinely not so bad. And you're not going to be seeing any like super fancy speed booster tricks. I'm going to just get that out of the way, you know? I thought I was too low there. I'm glad. Glad I was not. But yeah, again, getting this E-Tank because the later boss fights are going to be much longer than when playing with the standard controller because of how much lower my DPS is. That was a very bad flash chain. Alright. So... okay, yeah. Frenia, we're gonna fight the robot. I don't need missiles at all for this one, so again, in theory, I should be able to just do the typical strat, where I just Shine Spark it twice, and I won't lose any time. I forgot to fucking split on Speed Booster. I'm gonna try... no, okay. Okay, that was very awkward. I thought I had that. Alright, I mean, you know, 2 spark attempts is not the worst thing ever. Yeah. Also these like weird angles where I have to use a side button and aim delicately with the stick all the same time always fuck me up because like the angles on the stick are just like It's so hard to find them when you're tilting the controller. I physically looked down to make sure I was hitting the diagonal properly there. Because I want about 80 missiles for Ravenbeak, which seems really excessive. But, you know, lest I repeat myself. Okay, I'm fucking tired of hearing that thing vibrate. I'm gonna take the few seconds. Oh, nice. Oh, so you play the game. Let's go. I don't know. I don't remember if you told me that already, but I remember when I first played the game, you were like, "Oh no." Rumble off. Go. Okay. Staring me in this face. Shows you how often I actually go into that menu. Morphed too early. Alright, there. I got the hole-in-one. I don't even think Manny's here, but you know what? I got the hole-in-one. The voices in my head, the demons, they're no longer haunting me. Whew, okay. Alright. So, we're not going to be fighting Dragaiga, which I'm very, very excited about, because the notion of fighting Dragaiga and trying to one-phase Dragaiga on a single Joy-Con fills me with dread. Ha ha ha, that's the title of the game. I forgot to split. Alright, supers. I'm gonna remember on supers. What am I doing? Okay. Minus 5 seconds. Why did I think I was going to be able to get the Shine Spark? At least I got the double flash. Alright, the best pseudo in the game. Okay. I'll be honest, that was like the #1 thing I was stressed about. Is like, again, with like the holding the Joy-Con semi-sideways and having to look down and like, but I can't just look down because the enemies are moving. I was like, fuck, I could get like death vortexed in the fucking elevator room. That would be embarrassing. But I think that's the last time that I'm really gonna want to use Phantom Cloak anyway. In theory, it could be useful on the ice semi section, but I'm not a coward. I was like, I know he's close to dead, I'll just do the last few shots normally. So supers are kind of nice. Not that like missiles are uncapped in their fire rate or anything. I'm gonna remember to split. But you can fire missiles a lot faster than supers or ice missiles, and it's nice not having to worry about like doing even the most cursory of like quote unquote mashing on this thing. Get me up! So this is when the time saves might start slowing down. You'll notice that we've been like saving minutes at a time relatively for free, basically. I don't think this is going to be like worst time. Like I don't think we're going to be losing time on worst splits column. However, how to put this? When you can't mash and you can't Charlie on the Chozos, the Chozo soldiers, that is very bad. Yeah, okay, we're not saving very much time. I thought we were losing time for a second when I glanced over. But no, we're not quite losing time, at least. Okay. Give me up! I'm good? Okay. It's kind of fun, honestly, because like I don't really fight the Chozo warriors with just missiles very often, but it's like clearly superior to trying to mash it out in this particular meta, at least for me. Should have aimed that one down. Should have aimed that one directly down. Fuck me, I lost. It's like 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots. 7 shots. Okay, 7 shots is kind of bad, but whatever. And I am going to be getting this next E-Tank on the way out. Ooh. Okay, there we go. I forgot that I can't actually R-shot. I mean, I could, theoretically, but I was not mentally prepared to R-shot with SL. Alright, and I'm okay, this is, like, honestly the biggest reason is I don't know that I could do glitchless early ice with single Joy-Con. So I'm really glad that I can just do water bomb jump in this particular run that I've self-imposed. Biggest time saving the game. Okay. I was all setting up for the D-boost. So, believe it or not, we are actually just going to be going not up. Because I swear to God, I tried so hard to grapple directly upward, and I could not fucking do it. That's fine. So got this. Fuck me. Kidding me? Has that ever happened in fucking human history? Where I not only missed the Shine Spark, I bonk on the central unit because I was so close to hitting it. Just go back a bit. I appreciate the empathy. Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm actually losing time on this one. I mean, it makes sense because I went around when normally I would just go straight up. Like, it's not worse than my worst ever split, but, you know, it is what it is. We just go straight down. Okay, so I fucking hate early space pseudo. I'm doing the glitchless version. I know it's like 10 seconds slower. I'm gonna get it first try, and so there's the biggest time save of the year. Or if I don't get it first try, then I'll eat a toothpick. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Fat fingered onto the flash shift. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to eat a toothpick. I mean, is that the content people want to see? I am saving time, so I was right about that. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Yeah, the single Joy-Con, it complicates a lot of the basic movement that I kind of take for granted. like, obviously this isn't like a category that I've grinded out or anything, so it's like I'll often, like, there's been a lot of points in this run where I've just gotten to, like, what I usually don't even think about, just like some very basic movement, like, oh, we do like a slide off of the ledge and we missile that enemy and then we like do a double jump up, you know, whatever. And it's like, oh fuck, that is like a convolution of fingers, like on 3 sides of this thing, the way I have the controls set up. And this is, I think, the best way I could possibly have them set up, so it's like, fuck, dude. That was just a basic movement error. So, early screw is another one that I'm more comfortable doing the glitchless version of, at least for the first part. So I'm going to do the glitchless water space jump reverse staircase climb, and then I'm just going to do the water bomb jump to get to the actual screw attack item. Kind of like a mix and match. I think that the reverse staircase method might actually be faster than like the water bomb jump, grab the ledge, and then water space jump across. Because, like, I don't know, the water space, I don't know, just the water bomb jump just feels like it takes so long to set up. Okay. Another good example of, like, pretty basic movement that I don't usually even think about. Okay, I kind of messed it up. Never mind. This is not in theory. Samus, will you just get up there? Oh my god. Thank you. At least I didn't fall. Yeah. All good so far. I have not practiced that pseudo in a fucking fortnight. There's something about no major glitches that I find so much easier to, like, remember the any percent route. Because, like, when I was trying to do any percent glitchless the other day, or, like, you know, like the past couple weeks, like, anytime I try to do any percent glitchless, I just, like, autopilot into so many 100% routing decisions, and it's like, I end up with, like, 35 more missiles than I need. Whereas in this Joy-Con challenge, I'm getting more missiles than I would possibly ever need on purpose because the fights are fucked. I thought I'd get the little boost from the damage. So, what am I doing next? I'm going to gravity. Okay. I think that the slide is the most difficult part of this, which is weird because, like, ZL is not a difficult button to press in this configuration. There's just something about, like, the wall jump. Yeah, I mean, better safe than sorry for sure. Like, if I get to Ravenbeak and I have no missiles and I have to mash out, like, any substantial amount of damage, I'm gonna lose, like, half a minute. I'm trying to think what's like the faster of, because like there's 2 missile packs. I think I'm just gonna get them both, honestly. Like I don't need the E part obviously, but the missile plus tank at the end of the gravity speed boost puzzle I think I'm gonna grab. And then how many do I have max right now? It's like 48, right? Or 58? Oh, 60 actually. Okay, I'm only gonna grab one. Never mind. Okay, here we go. That was way too early of a slide. So yeah, just this one is fine. Although, I don't know, I did say 80 when I started the run. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab the other one as well. That one did not break. Okay. Was that not a charge shot? Yeah, my only concern is that I can't mash very fast because of the Joy-Con setup, so if I run out of missiles... But I guess, like, yeah, I'm probably not going to run out of missiles at 70. Alright, no, you've convinced me. I'm going to skip him. I'm going to skip him. Is this a gold? Holy fucking shit. Oh no! Well, now I definitely don't want to grab the missiles. Gotta make up that time. Dude, no, come on. Don't knock me off. Come on. Thank you. Again, at that mashing speed, I wonder if it'd be better to just screw attack them both. I think I'm also going to save a lot of time on the cross-bomb split, just because I know back when I ran NMG, I was extremely inconsistent at Golzuna, so I think for like my like gold, I think it might not even be a 4-spark. So if I can get a 4-spark here, that'll be a pretty good development. This is rookie mode. pretty good Golzina, honestly. I kind of messed up the, like, second phase, but... You know, a 4-spark is a 4-spark. Yeah, I love Ballspark Golzuna. It's my favorite shit. The thing I really like about it is the fact that it works... Like, okay, so it works jumpless. So if I'm playing min items or 100% where we don't get the jump upgrades until after Golzuna, it works there. It's damageless, so if I am running Dread mode or, again, min items, then it works there. And it RNG dependent works flashless, which, again... very good on a lot of different categories. So, like, I love that method just because, like, you learn it and, like, you're set for every category, basically. Yeah. I am not confident in this double turnaround. Alright, sure, whatever. I'm not confident in getting a perfect SQ into SQ speed keep. I'm just not confident in that. I'm also not confident that the wave MU is going to leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, no, like, I spoke reverse psychology into the universe. By the way, Root, I really enjoyed the run you did at what's the marathon run you did recently. That was really good. I think I told you that on Discord already, but I just wanted to reiterate. I missed the door. You know, the nerves did not show at all. It was like a really, really good performance. You said that would have been like PB if you hadn't like if not for the pseudos, right? Like the Berenia pseudos. Oh my god, please just die. I don't think that got the double hit. No. Oh well. Oh, thank you. It honestly makes me want to just, like, try doing any glitchless next time I do single Joy-Con. Because, like, if I could do early space, I can probably do glitchless early ice. I'm definitely not ever gonna do Hundo, though, for this. This is fucked. This would be super fucked in Hundo. Also, wow, we are suddenly sub 130 pace. Yippee hi-yay. Yeah, it would be very miserable. Silver, I swear to fucking god if you get off this platform. If either of you could just fuck off. Alright, we're good, we're good. you die. I was about to start firing missiles. Alright, I hope nobody's going to be mad at me for this, but I'm going to go ahead and just do the second fastest. I'm not going to attempt the plant kill here. Oh god. Could I fucking aim, please? Thank you. Okay, we got it. We got it. That's fair. Okay, that was close. That was closer than I would have preferred. Still got it. It's all that matters in the end. Darn, my chain of gold splits is over. Okay, so here's, again, these splits I might legitimately lose time. These might actually even be worse splits because I can't mash. Because the thing is, like, I normally mash on Joy-Cons rubbing the nails like this, but I just did the nail polish, so I don't want to do that. Gravity ball! Okay, why did I think it would not happen the second time? Okay, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought. I forgot how much of the HP is taken up by the storm missiles. So it's actually not so bad. What are the next splits? Oh, it's just Ravenbeak after this? Okay. I couldn't remember, because on some of my splits, I have an Itarash split, and I didn't remember if I did. Okay, actually still saving time, so that's nice. 10 seconds slower than my worst, or 10 seconds faster than my worst ever split. I could have stored there. What am I doing? Oh, I'm out of shit. I was not paying attention to how many missiles I had coming in. I feel like 70 is kind of a lot, but... it is what it is. Alright, so it's don't lose 4 minutes challenge coming up. And I can still get a sub 130. Yeah, the storm missiles do eat up a lot, but it's kind of necessary to, like, skip the shield phase. Yeah, I think 80 might be good for, especially single Joy-Con. Alright, moment of truth. I'm like actually kind of nervous. Okay, we're doing 9+1. Alright, Ravenbeak, be nice. This should be a free skip. Yeah. Anybody remember offhand how many ice missiles phase 2 is? Less than 80. I did not mean to jump there. That I definitely don't want to take. Okay. Alright, we only lost 1 second over pace, so that's pretty good, I would say, for having to do 9+1. Whew, okay. That was the easy part. I was actually kind of worried I started that a little late, because I usually look for, like, the hand, but I usually, like, start pressing when his hand touches the ground, and this time I pressed it when he, like, leaned into the hand press. Oh no! My seconds! Yeah, you know what? Power bombs aren't happening. I usually try to get the spark at like 203, so I'm actually on pretty decent pace for the escape. $126.01, I will take that. Oh my god. Okay, I knew I was going to save a lot of time because in the run I did this morning, I had a much more convoluted control setup that required me to go and change my control scheme every single time I wanted to skip a cutscene. But the strat of just play the second half of the game without Phantom Cloak and without the home button that's the move. That is such a better approach to take. You only have to change controls one time when you get Grapple Beam, and then you're set. Like, instantly, huge time save. Also, that was honestly a pretty good run. Like, if I got that run, like, you know, like 6 months ago or so, as, like, just a normal run, I would have been very happy with it. Like, 126? Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. So, if anybody's curious, actually, I'm going to look at the in-game time real quick. You just get the screenshot. Sub 140 in-game time, that's pretty good too. Deathless, that was the other big thing. I had 2 deaths. In the run I did this morning, when I got to Ice Emmy, I kept trying to do the speed keep through it, but I had like the really, really bad spawn where it's like directly in your way at the bottom, and I just kept running into it. And then I just like had a bunch of like stuff happen trying to get the grapple to the top. So even though I lost like 20 seconds on that split in this run over like PB pace, far and away a better split than it actually was in the previous PB. Yeah, where did my other controller go? Okay, so if you were curious, let's take a look at the control scheme. Because this is probably improvable if anybody else wants to try this challenge run. So left Joy-Con only. Left Joy-Con is definitely the move, because right Joy-Con you can't remap home button. But yeah, so I had Missile on SL and Grapple on SR. I'm not married to that mapping, because again, like, missiles are really awkward. I think that it might be worth it to like lose melee as a face button to have missile as a face button, but that might also be kind of awkward in its own way. So I'm not entirely sure. And then the pre-change, like before I changed the control scheme at Grapple, SL was... Or no, SL was still missile, but SR was home, and left stick click was right stick click. But you don't need Phantom Cloak for the second half of the run. But yeah, so thank you everybody for stopping by. I And yeah, that's it. Basically, I just wanted to do a run of any percent single Joy-Con. So I will see you all later. Have a nice day.